Everyone, Peter's A13 back again with some What's on Deck. Let's see what's going on in the world of playing cards. Of course, I just did the Kickstarter one. Of course, I just added on at the end a new project that just launched moments ago, really, not that long ago, 20 minutes ago. I don't know how long it's been. Obviously, it's been longer than that since this video was up. But anyways, one thing I want to add on is that there's actually free decks currently available to my understanding on that project, because there's also the second edition of the Mint in black, and with the $13 the $13 day one tier, to my understanding, you get second edition black and also a bonus blueberry one for free, which I think is awesome. And of course, there's the other one, the Frost one, which is 19 bucks as an add-on. And there's the stretch goal, which I'm sure they've surpassed, blown through the roof of, which of course has not been added on yet for the cucumber one. So anyways, it looks pretty nice, pretty awesome. There's some confusion, obviously, as there often is with projects and people not knowing how to get this or that, how to add on stuff. But anyways, moving on, see what's going on in the world outside of Kickstarter, in playing cards. Third Raven deck coming soon, I'm not sure when. That's going to be pretty cool. Just quickly going through this. See if there's anything else. There's a couple other things though. This one I missed. I don't know why. I searched for playing cards. It didn't show up. It is the Dynastia playing cards. Pretty big goal, looks like. 280,000 Mexican pesos, which is over $18,000 Canadian, so probably about $15,000 US. $100 Mexican is about $5 US. Their value has no money, apparently. So about $860 US for one deck on the early bird, which is a nice price. Very nice. But only 7 backers, 43 still available in the early bird. The back design is, well, it's soccer inspired. It's a one-way as well because of the soccer ball elements, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. And soccer players on the faces. I do like the aces, they're nicely designed. The artwork is also nicely done. I'm assuming these are supposed to be specific players. Like I assume the Jack of Spades is Messi, but I could be wrong. And Jack of Diamonds has definitely got to be Ronaldo. It's nicely done. They got some goalkeepers on the jokers. It's not bad. It's not a bad looking deck, if you're a soccer fan. The prices are pretty reasonable. It's not bad. It's going to be fulfilled by Enigma, which is a Mexican card shop. And it's going to be produced by Cartamundi in Belgium. So the quality is going to be good. They look pretty nice. I don't know, it might be worth checking out. I might check it out, might take it into consideration. However, at this rate, 27 days to go, very low funding. I don't think it's going to fund. It's the unfortunate part. Anyways, moving on. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh yes, the Flying Dog playing cards, designed by Ralph Steadman. And he's a put out, or Art of Play is selling them. Printed by USPC, limited edition. Featuring a collection of 18 classic Steadman paintings. I'm not familiar with them or his artwork. They are 25 bucks each plus shipping, so that's pretty expensive. There you see the artwork on the court cards. I don't like the indexes. I don't find them to be very usable. It's just like a letter, and there's a pip inside the letter. It's just not my cup of tea. They seem to blend together too much, and it makes it harder to identify what it is. It's obviously not a deck that you would play with anyways. It's more of a collection piece, especially at that price point. The back design is simple, but it's nice. Blood red. And then your number cards. how many decks have we seen with pips like that are very just weird and they look like they're designed by kids and they're unsymmetric, if you will. They're not symmetrical. They're just weirdly shaped and hand drawn. And I don't know. It's interesting. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the indexes. Um, and I'm definitely not a fan of the price tag. And I'm not really a fan of the art, per se. $25 each is just really expensive for a deck of cards, in my opinion. I also want to mention Jackson Robinson's 5-stack project is still ongoing. They're about halfway there. I'm not sure it's going to fund, which is unfortunate for him. I guess he felt like, throwing a deck of cards in there would attract more of the playing card collectors. It has not. Maybe if they were available individually. You can add on the deck now, apparently, for $10 a deck, which is interesting. Let me just double check this. Which obviously is his attempt to try and get more people to back the project. $8,600 out of a $15,000 goal, 11 days to go. I just don't think it's going to happen again. I just don't think the game is appealing to too many people, especially at the price point, I suppose. You can get for 35. No, wait. Come on. I believe it's $45. You get the game with the deck. It's expensive, but if you can get it for the light edition for $25 and add on the deck for $10, or even just get the standard at $35 and add on the deck for $10, it's a bit more reasonable. But you cannot still get just the deck, which is a turnoff for me and probably other collectors. It is what it is. I'm not sure it's going to happen. Moving on. This has been released, the Black Icons, of course designed by Benji Taylor. Design being a relative term here because all he did was copy and paste a bunch of icons and symbols onto a back design. Not, a whole lot of design elements. It sucked in 2016 in the blue color, and it's going to suck in 2018 with black, says this guy. I suppose I was not really a fan of the original. I probably won't get this one, though I do like a nice black deck. And some people are having difficulty seeing the deck. I can understand when you've got this gorgeous lady in front of your face. Why do you want to look at the deck? Anyways, let's see what else is going on. The Intaglios from Jackson Robinson of hit playing card decks. So a tarot deck. Juggler Marble Edition, I'm waiting on those. Imperio, I wouldn't mind checking out, but unfortunately they sold out. There's the Hand Shield Jeans. Also the Elephant. I've decided, I did it initially pledge for this on the project, the Night Edition, but I'm going to get it now anyway. Sue me. Also, the Striga Farms Owl Bicycle playing cards. I've resisted temptations to get those ones. I like it because it's bicycle branded, but that's about it. And I like getting bicycle branded decks. I don't know. I may get them eventually. We'll see. On that side, though, I did order the bicycle matcha playing cards. However, I got them from Hocus-Pocus. Sorry, the playing card decks, but they didn't have them up at the time. $15 though is pricey. It's basically a rider-back style deck, except it uses the maiden backs, which is always cool. Green colors, fairly standard faces. Yeah, it is pricey for what it is. Hand Shields Jeans playing cards, by the way, is very similar to the previous Hand Shields deck, which you can see reviewed on my channel. At least the tough case is. The faces are kind of a minimalistic, standard USB-C cord card, recolored, nicely recolored. When I see cord cards like that, I always think about like the old school smoke and mirror decks. By the way, Dan, I would not mind seeing smoke and mirrors make some kind of a return. We don't need to see a full reprint of all the colors, but maybe a different color we haven't seen before, like purple or orange or something. That wouldn't be, I wouldn't mind that too much because it's been a while. It's an old school, you know, series that everyone loved, so why not? The back design, it's like a blue jean type thing. Not something I'm overly interested in, but something, especially at 18 bucks each, no thank you. But, so there's that. And actually I can get it for less. Murphy's Magic if I wanted to. But I'm not. At least I don't plan on it. Oh, it's just gonna load up. I apologize. Things are slow here. Computer's running too many things at once. It's just get into Murphy's Magic, and I don't think there's anything else really to talk about aside from this. Obviously, check out the mints. The two projects I would recommend checking out right now on Kickstarter are the Mint 2 decks that just launched not that long ago, and the Masquerade Mardi Gras edition. Both nice looking decks, pretty awesome. At least of the ones that have just launched in the past week, those are the ones I would recommend checking out. Thank goodness, after 3 hours, it finally loaded. Well, more like 3 minutes, but yeah, it's taking forever. So I got all these same decks here. I see Federal 52s finally making their way out to retailers. And nothing else too new or exciting. That is that, I think, for this week. Bit of a shorter video. Lots to talk about on Kickstarter. Nothing overly exciting except for those 2 projects and some other potential ones. That is that. Comment, rate, subscribe. By the way, this is the Masquerade LE edition, which you can check out. It's pretty limited. I'm surprised to see them being pumped out to Murphy's Magic because they were pretty limited and they were supposed to be mostly for a diabetes charity, if I recall correctly. But anyways, that is that. I mean it this time. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.